So here we are here at Belgium for round 10 of season 15 of Racing Formula League. The 5 red lights are on. It's Danny M7 pole position. Tarrier starts P2 and it's lights out and away we go. Who gets away well off the start? It has been a good start from Danny, but Vapid challenging Tarrier into La Source for P2, and the Mercedes driver gets the position. There's action in the background off the gravel, and that's Angelo involved in a collision. The championship leader going into this race is now absolutely last out of the first corner. There's nose to tail here for the lead as we head down the Kennel Straight and towards Lake Holmes side by side. Danny's got the inside line though, and Tarrier is third ahead of Alex, fourth. Tom is up to P5 because Lesgo's dropped down to P6 off the start, and who's that going wide? That's Tarrier who's dropped down to P5 through goes Alex and Tom, and further behind there is action as well, side by side Notorious and Spiros as well. But now a couple of change of position. That's Tom Gordian off circuit in the background. What on earth happened there? As we have a virtual safety car deployed. Oh, but Tarrier's got a drive-through penalty, speeding under virtual safety car, and Ferrari's day has just got that bit worse. But it's side by side as Tarrier will try and take the position from Kozlesko. There's action further behind as well. Mastor and Notorious battling. And now down the hill they go. They all get their positions sorted out. And Tom Gorian into the pit lane. And he retires from the Grand Prix, but Tarrier under pressure from the Mercedes of Kozlesko, who moves back up to P4. And there's also further battlings, and it's contact a little bit there. And also action behind as well between Spiros and Ashton. They still remain side by side. It's 3 wide just ahead as well into the Brussels hairpin, and a bit of contact furthermore. Jatin held up a little bit and contact into the no-name corner, and that puts the McLaren down to P11. Back we look towards the front. It is 7/10 of an advantage for Danny ahead of Vapid, who's second, and of course Alex has a similar gap ahead of him as well. Kozlesko 1.2. Angelo and Jatin are side by side. Angelo goes through up to P11 through Stavolo and also into Paul Ferreira as well, but nose to tail here heading towards Blanchimont corner. Contact once again, and that's going to put Ashton down the order, but Polar and Notorious remain side by side into the bus stop, and it's Polar who has the position. Tarrier into the pits to serve his drive-through penalty, and Angelo we can see getting in on the action as well, trying to make his way through, and it's a damage limitation Grand Prix here. Angelo up the inside he goes, and up to P8 now for the Ferrari, and we'll hope to make further progress as we move through the laps. Ashton pits onto some medium tyres as well. In the front there's no side-by-side action, but further back there will be. Angelo goes through for now P7, and Jatin seeing if he can have a sniff of a gap to go for an overtake, and he's found it. Side by side into Brussels hairpin, and Jatin through and up to P8 for him. Is it going to be side by side here? Yes, it is. Angelo through, and does he complete the move for P6 into Blanchimont corner? He does indeed. Ashton's into the pits again for Aston Martin, but Angelo has his DNS wide open there as we can see, and through goes the Ferrari, and up to P5 he goes, and the other Ferrari, Tarrier, gets up to P9 as well. We've got the 2 V-Carbs nose to tail in different liveries, Mastor in the pink and Polar in the standard white livery for this evening. Oh, and Jatin closing up to the tail, and now gets ahead into the P1 corner. So we'll look towards this for now, whilst also keeping our eyes on the gap in that battle for P2. But Jatin on the tail of Master. Side by side they go into the bus stop, and that is Jatin up to P6 now. Of course, on the hard compound tyres to start the race now. Two V-carb cars side by side, and Polar, does he get through? Side by side the two V-carbs go, and who's going to come out on top here? Who's going to get the better exit out of La Source? And it looks like Polar has got the advantage, and it is him who takes the position. Meanwhile, Alex gets ahead of Vapid Coop for P2. Vapid though still very much lurking on the tail of Alex. And so, speaking of lurking on the tail, Tarrier doing exactly that. Oh, and they make contact on Tarrier into the gravel. Tarrier not able to make the move on the V-carb of Master, and he's lost a bit more time there. Tarrier though has got back on to the tail of Master, and can he make the move more cleanly this time? Oh, they've collided, and into the wall goes the two of them. And that is very much going to frustrate Tarrier even more than he possibly already will be. He's just gone from bad to worse, as now Tarrier will need to change that front wing, and side by side as Notorious heads through on Master. Obviously Master also has wing damage, and Spiros in the Sauber gets through for P9. There's yellow flags, that is Ashton, who is face first into the wall, and he retires from the Grand Prix. Tarrier on the tail of Master once again. And are they going to be able to fight cleanly this time? And of course, both of them hindered on the front wing, so could be a bit harder for Tarrier in particular. But Tarrier now gets through out of Stavolo and up to P10, and goes very wide also, does Tarrier. And I suspect they'll both be into the pits this lap. Let's just confirm that. Oh no, Tarrier stays out. Okay, Tarrier stays out. He thinks he can cope with the damage for now, but Master has, I'd say, probably worse damage, so it's sensible for him to be pitting. It's going to be a wing change for Master, and he's going to go onto some medium tyres as well. However, we'll go back out onto the circuit because Spiros is on the tail of Notorious here in the battle for P8. DRS wide open on that Sauber car. They go to the inside into Lecom. Can they make it stick? They can just about. As Tarrier lurks in the background as well. A bit of contact, and that pushes the Sauber off onto the Malmedy corner, and now Tarrier goes up the inside and says thank you very much, and takes two positions there. Jatin though, he's within half a second now. DRS open on that McLaren car. Angelo defending the inside line into Lecom, and for now they stay as they are. And into the pits for Angelo and for Vapid 74. Okay, so the first of the front runners into the pits. Vapid into the pits and onto some hard tyres. Angelo will do the same. Yeah, so Vapid 6th, Angelo 7th. And into the pits for Notorious and for Spiros as well. So Notorious into the pits, and it's some hard tyres for them. And Spiros, a front wing change. And they go onto the hard tyre as well. Danny M7 pits from the lead. Alex pitting as well. Kozlesko doing the same. And Danny M7 pits onto the hard tyre here. And Alex will do the same. Same with Kozlesko as well, onto the hard tyres for him. And now where does Vapid join in through this? It's going to be close. But Alex comes out ahead of Vapid. Kozlesko is going to come out a bit behind. Is Angelo going to do a bit of an undercut potentially. Not quite. Harrier will be ahead of Polar. As now Vapid on the tail of Alex. Vapid with the DRS. And up the inside he goes. And Vapid takes P3. And so with Jatin yet to pit, he has taken the lead of this Grand Prix. No, it's Notorious and Master side by side. Oh, that looked very close indeed. And just about get away cleanly. Alex though, he is close to Vapid through Eau Rouge, and he's going to get the DRS as Alex. And it's going to be side by side between Alex and Vapid here through the Kennel Straight, and Alex gets through and up to P3 as Kozlowski under pressure. He's trying to break the toe, but Angelo up the inside into Lecom, and the Ferrari man taking P5 away from Kozlowski. Danny, fastest lap on those hard tyres. He's trying to eke the gap further out. Vapid, has he lost the DNS? He has indeed. And Kozlowski just about has it still. Yep, we can see there. Tyler, of course, staying out with those damaged front wing end plates. Staying out. And you can see a bit of a lock up there. You can see how it is affecting that braking. Meanwhile, Jatin into the pits. Danny was just about to catch him, but Jatin pits from what was the lead, and he is going to go on to the medium tyre. Vapid closer to Alex this lap, as Jatin will be a few seconds off Kozlowski as he comes out of the pits. Can he make that up? That's the question. We've got Tarrier defending from Polar. Polar trying around the outside of La Source. Is it going to work? Not quite for now, but he's had a better exit, and Polar does get through for P7. That will give DRS to Tarrier, but can he hold it through Eau Rouge and Radion? Nose to tail completely there, and it is going to be some DRS for Tarrier. Is he going to get back through? He does get back through, does Tarrier. I'm sure they'll be enjoying the battling. It's been nice and clean so far, so hopefully it stays that way. But side by side it could go into Puon here. Oh, it's going to be close. Polar up the inside. Does he make it stick? Not yet, still side by side. And Tarrier's going to get the inside line into the Fania chicane, the first part of it at least, but Tarrier uses that to his advantage, and he keeps a hold of that P7 position for now. Into the pits for Tarrier, and he's going to go on to the medium tyre. And he's of course now going to get a chance to change that front wing, and Tarrier will slot in P8 ahead of these three who are approaching the bus stop. Chicane is Notorious going up the inside. He is indeed. There's the Williams driver, but has he kept it through? He just about stayed on the track, but it was enough for Master to get back alongside, and now side by side as they head towards La Source. Master with the inside line. He's out braking himself though, and still it is Master and Notorious side by side. They've made contact, and that sees the Williams of Notorious hit the wall slightly. Jatin has caught up to Kozlowski already, so he's made up that 2 or 3 second gap. However though, Angelo will get DRS on Vapid as they now head down the Kemmel Straight. DRS open for Angelo, and can he get into the podium positions? He can indeed. Angelo up to P3, and Jatin gets through on Kozlowski for P5 as well, as Jatin is very much a factor in this battle for the podium. Obviously he's on the fresh medium tyres, and he's been able to quickly make up the gap that he was after to come out the pits, and he's up to P5 ahead of Kozlowski, and is just behind Vapid Coot as well. And so, on to fastest lap for Jatin. So with that fastest lap, if Angelo can get past Alex, he will make himself level on points at the top of the driver's standings. However, though, it is Jatin right on the tail of Vapid here, and the McLaren driver will get the DRS, and Jatin up to P4. So, could Jatin be a threat to the podium? It's very much a possibility. Tarrier now takes the fastest lap, so Tarrier now holding that point. What is going to happen here? Angelo's going to get DRS, so is Jatin, so it's going to be very intriguing to see what happens now. But Jatin right on the tail of Angelo through Rouge and Radion, and it looks like the McLaren driver might be able to get through here. DRS open for Angelo and for Jatin, and that DRS helps Angelo actually stay ahead for P3 for now. Vapid actually has dropped off a little bit from this trio, so two Mercedes not quite able to live with this pace of the top four in this closing stages. Jatin having a little bit of a look there into the bus stop, but ended up thinking better of it for now. So it is 3 laps to go. Jatin once again on the tail of Angelo here. Down the Kemmel straight we go. And is it going to be a similar outcome to the last lap? It is indeed. Again, no change of positions this time round, but still 2 more trips down the Kemmel straight this Grand Prix. And Alex has once again had a good exit out La Source. Jatin closing up to Angelo once again. Angelo might be a bit more vulnerable this time, but with the DRS, he's not vulnerable, is he? No, he's not. He's closed up to Alex this time. Angelo's now closer to Alex than he's ever been this Grand Prix. Danny is about to start the final lap, but of course we're going to keep our eyes on what is happening in the battle for P2, 3 and 4 as the trio start their final laps now. And what is going to happen here? Who is close to line up and move? Does Angelo get a good exit here? He's closer to Alex than he has been before, I would say, but is he close enough? That is the question. Has Angelo got enough energy? Jatin has not had a good exit out La Source. Jatin's not close, and DRS open for Angelo now. Alex trying to break the toe. Is it going to be a move into the column for Angelo? Side by side they go. Who's going to come out on top here? Oh, it's ever so close. And who will come out on top? Still they go side by side. And this battle's going to continue on. Jatin might get involved as well. Oh, and it's contacted. Oh, can they save it just about? Angelo, he keeps the car facing the right way and still keeps the side by side battle going on into No Name Corner. Can he go around the outside as they go down the hill towards Pouillon, and still they remain side by side? And who's going to come out on top? That is the big question as they go through on this final lap, and still they cannot be separated. Into the fan chicane they go. Can somebody take P2? Angelo goes through, can he? But can he keep the position through Blanchimont and into the bus stop chicane? That is the question now. Will Jatin be able to get involved as well? And Danny approaches the bus stop, but we have to keep our eyes on this battle here. We have to see what happens. Through Blanchimont, nose to tail they go. Danny M7 wins the Belgian Grand Prix, but it's side by side into the bus stop chicane. Can Angelo? He's defending the inside line, and who's going to come out ahead as they appear? Oh, it's side by side. Who is it? Let's go. Oh, it's a collision, and it's Jatin who takes P2. Jatin takes P2. Alex third, and Angelo fourth. A dramatic ending to this Grand Prix. The two Mercedes will be 5th and 6th, with Polar approaching the bus stop. Now he will take P7, and it's going to be Tarrier just behind P8 for him. Not a good Grand Prix for him. And then it's going to be Spiros, Notorious and Mastor. So Danny M7 wins the Belgian Grand Prix with Jatin coming through for P2 after a dramatic ending for the podium positions. It's Alex 3rd with Angelo 4th, Vapid 5th, Kozlesko 6th, Polar 7th, Tarrier 8th, Spiros 9th, Notorious 10th, Mastor 11th, and then it is Ashton and Tom Gorian, the two non-classified drivers.